Welcome. My name is David McCarthy and I'm the Managing Director of the Ark HQ. Here at the Ark HQ, we understand that managing compliance obligations can be extremely challenging. In fact, compliance can be seen as a minefield, but we offer school-friendly solutions that make compliance easy for school leaders and boards of management, because we know it's complex and it's ever evolving in its challenge. At the Ark HQ, we don't just advise, we actively manage your school's entire compliance program all year round. In fact, we see ourselves as compliance managers and certainly not consultants. Whether it's health and safety, data protection, cybersecurity, or in fact AI, we are your all-in-one compliance partner. We actively manage these programs throughout the school year, not just providing advice. Each term, we directly engage with key stakeholders within your school to ensure that you and your board of management can see measurable results term on term. Each meeting, each interaction fully minuted and therefore managed. We work with schools across 4 key areas: health and safety, data protection, cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence. And with School Compliance Pro, you and your school get the choice of which program you would like us to work on each year, aligned with your school's unique objectives. And regardless of the chosen program for the given school year, you have access to our suite of compliance training via the Ark Academy for all 4 pillars. In addition to that, access to retained advice and support to our experts, again, for all 4 pillars. So School Compliance Pro, let's talk about how it works and what you can expect. You start off by choosing your program, again tailored to the unique needs of your school. We conduct a compliance assessment against the relevant statutes and legislation. An action plan then is produced, not for you or for your boards of management. Really, this is for a committee that we chair on a per-term basis. We then produce compliance documentation to ensure you and your school is meeting its legal obligations, and then deliver compliance training to your staff via the Ark Academy. But the real difference between the Ark HQ and consultants is the per-term meetings, where we focus on the implementation of the items identified within the action plan. Let's start with the SafeSchool Program. This is our comprehensive health and safety program designed specifically for schools. We start with an on-site assessment. It's a full review of your buildings, your rooms, your subject apartments, your car parking facilities, and your sports areas. We then develop a tailored health and safety action plan for a safety committee that we chair on a per-term basis, whereby we prioritize and manage the implementation of those actions. Then we produce the relevant compliance documentation, in this case, the health and safety policy and relevant risk assessments. So we're writing these documents on your behalf and then supporting those documents through the ratification process. Our team then delivers training to your staff via the Ark Academy. This is done remote via our online e-learning platform, and all without disrupting a single class. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the per-term meetings where we're actively managing the implementation of the Safe School Action Plan within the school. Next is our DataProtect Program. So a dedicated data protection program tailored specifically for your school. We again begin with the compliance assessment. This is where we measure your school's compliance against the relevant legislation, best practices, and education sector specific guidelines. Following the assessment, we develop a customized action plan for your school, aligned with the relevant data protection legislation. Our team then writes data protection policies in relation to acceptable use, CCTV, as well as any other relevant compliance documentation. Staff training then is delivered to your entire school staff via the Ark Academy without disrupting a single class in your school day. And on a per-term basis then, we're meeting with this committee to review progress and to implement the actions identified within the DataProtect Action Plan. Next is CyberSecure. This is our specialized cybersecurity program for schools. We start this process through a thorough cybersecurity assessment of your school's cybersecurity posture. We cover all aspects of your school's digital environment, including software, hardware, and data management systems. And based on these findings, we then develop a bespoke cybersecurity action plan. for a dedicated committee that we chair with and meet with on a per-term basis. Stage 3 then is the development of essential compliance documentation. This is where we develop a cybersecurity policy, as well as updates or revisions to supporting policies in your school. Stage 4 is our staff training, where we deliver key training to your staff on how to spot cybersecurity threats as they may occur during the school year. This may include things like phishing or otherwise. And then finally, it's the implementation, where on a per-term basis, with the action plan produced in Stage 2, we are then working with key stakeholders in your school to actively manage the implementation of these measures. And lastly, Educate AI. This is our newest and most innovative program to date, designed specifically to help schools integrate artificial intelligence responsibly and effectively into the school. We start with an assessment of your school's current AI use and knowledge base, identifying gaps or areas for improvement. Based on that assessment, we then develop our AI action plan, again for a committee that we chair and meet with on a per-term basis. Our team then writes essential policies and procedures aligned with best practices and ethical standards. And then through the Ark Academy, we deliver essential training to your staff, ensuring that they both know how to use AI effectively in the classroom, while at the same time helping the school and the Board of Management meet its legal obligations under the relevant statutes. Finally, on a per-term basis then, we're meeting with a small AI committee to look at the action plan and then to ensure that the items addressed there are being implemented in practice in your school. So that is School Compliance Pro. Thank you so much for taking the time to look at this very short video. In any case, I'd be delighted to hear from you, to take any questions or provide any clarification that you might need. Just get in touch. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. All the best.